We'll be switching to brackets text editor from here on. It's easy to use and reduces typing effort. And in case you're wondering from where can you get brackets, then I'll show it to you. Just need to go to brackets.io, and here you can download the brackets. This will download the brackets as per your computer OS. So in case you are on Mac, then also this will work for you. So that is how you can, start using brackets.io. You just have to download it and then install it, and then once it is installed, you can start using it. I really like the text editor because it has got a lot of features in it, reduces your typing effort, and to put it in a nutshell, it is basically like it can give you hints as to what exactly it is that you want to type. So try it out. There are a lot of other text editors as well. So Notepad plus plus is one. Then there is a lot of others are there. So it's not that only brackets you have to use, but it is one of the good ones. Now, uh, let me take you to the next topic. But before we go to the next topic, I would like to show you what exactly have we covered till now. So this is the HTML page. This entire gray area is HTML page, and this is the head. The head contains, like I said in my previous videos, it contains the all the information about your page that you're working on. Most of the times it has the title and meta data which you will come to know in future, but for now you can imagine head to be something which is like the introduction of your entire web page, and this is the body of the page which contains all these tags. We have only covered p and h tags till now, but there are a lot of other tags which you will be using, and we'll see them as we go forward. Now we'll talk about img tag. This is image tag. As the name suggests, it helps you to get images on your web pages. So to put images on the web page, the useful attributes or properties of this tag are src, width, alt, and style. Now what src is, src before that, what attributes is, attributes is like properties of this tag or any tag. Any tag will have some properties. So most of the times these properties are different for different tags. So for img tag you have src property, width property, alt, and style. src stands for source. So as the name suggests, source will get you the source of the image. So let me take you to my text editor now and show you how exactly is this done. Now this is the brackets which we will be using. Now what you need to do is, I've already written down the code here, but I will show you how exactly is this really typed. So let's say I want to put an image, so I will write the name of the tag, which is img. So I wrote im, and as you can see, before I could type g, it has already given me hint. So I can just click on enter, hit on enter, and img gets there. Now I need to give this source, that is src. So s, as you can see, I just typed s and it comes here, src. Now what exactly is this? So source basically means that the address of the image is given here. Now what is the address? Address basically means that wherever you are going to store your say let's say the image, you have to give the address of that image, right? So what I will do is, I will take you to that folder where I am storing all the web pages that we are discussing here. So in my computer, this is where I have the folder here, and as you can see that the three HTML files are here. So this is the current one that we are working on, and this is images folder. So I already have an image here which I have taken from Google. So this is an image which is very stretched, and as in the width is very large and the height is less. So what I'll do is, I will go and now I need to give the address of the image. So that basically means that first and foremost thing is, you should create a folder here, images folder, and inside that folder you should put the image. Now even if you don't do that, you just, if you even if you put images here along with other HTML files, it will work fine, but it is suggested that you put your images inside the image folder, because that is how the industry does it, and it's always good to follow certain protocols so that you don't your web pages or your entire project is you can take help from somebody if tomorrow you need to take help, right? So what I will do is I will type images, and also remember the path or the address that you have to give. That address has to begin from the same place where this entire web page is. So this entire web page is right now inside this trek folder, and these HTML pages are here, right? So this is the page that we are working on right now, and here is the folder. So I need to start typing about the name of the folder right from here. I don't need to go back and get reference of these folders. So I will start typing with images folder here. This is the file that I'm working on, and this is the address for this is the folder for which address I have to give. So I'll type images. As you can see, images is already there, and then because brackets is a good editor, it also fetches the images for me. So this is the image that I want, so I don't need to really type the entire image name here. So this is what the image is. Now if I were to just do it like this only and then try to look at how it really shows up in the in my in my browser, then I can try doing that, but it won't look very nice. So let me just show this to you. As you can see, this entire thing is looking fine, but then image, as I showed you, the image width is quite high. So what is happening is this image is covering a huge area on my desktop, and which is not a very good thing to happen, right? I mean, this image looks fine, and this is the image which is coming because of this code that I've written here, right? So you need to ignore this code as of now. I will be discussing this code. So just look at this part. Because of this part, this recent thing that we have done, this image is coming up, which is actually looking like a mountain only, right? And we don't want this. So what we need to do is we need to I will not like to say it that we want to crop it, because cropping will mean that I am basically not going to have the entire image. So what I will do is I will limit its width. There's another attribute which is called width. Width is equal to 1200 pixels. So pixels is a unit that is used in HTML to measure distances. So I'll write the width as 1200 pixel. Now how wide is 1200 pixel, that you will come to know once you see it. So now this is looking fine, right? Now this looks pretty much okay. And I mean, this is the ideal thing how it should be looking, right? Now one thing, if you noticed here, I am not going to give any height to this image, because a good thing about HTML is if you give a certain width, then height will be adjusted as per the original image. So because this original image is actually wide, very wide, so it will take an automatic height, which you don't have to really worry about, right? So in case I want to restrict the height, I can do that, but it's not advisable, because in that case you will be changing the ratio of this image, which is not what you want, right? I mean, if I were to give it a height which is lesser than this height, then obviously these mountains will get will get shortened, and this will not really look very nice, right? So don't I mean, this is my suggestion, don't put any height on this image. Just give width and it will work on its own. Now another thing I can give is I can give a border. So to give a border, I will say border 2 pixel. After every change that you do, you have to write you have to save it, and as you can see, just look at it, there is a very fine border that has come along, right? After that, you have to now give it a style. Well, I want to give it a style, as in I want to, because this thing is very near to this last line. I want this image to come little below. So what I will do is I will write style, and in style I will write margin top. Margin is the way how you can give distances in margin is the way how you can give distances between two objects or two uh, tags in HTML. So once I do that, I save it, and now if I run it, now you can see that there's a distance which has come up, right? So this is what is looking fine now. Now another thing is I also want to give another tag here, or rather another attribute, and that is alt. Now what exactly an alt attribute is, let me type it and then you will understand. In case image is not available, right? So what happens now is, now this attribute will not normally show up. As you can see, there is no change. But what if I were to go and make some changes in the image? What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this image from here, get it out and put it here, right? So what has happened is that my brackets has an address of my image as this images slash Mount Everest blah blah blah, right? Now when the page loads, the page this brackets will try to find this image here, but it will not find it here. In that case, alt will show up, right? And believe it or not, it's very important because sometimes it might happen that the image is not able to get loaded up, or somebody with by mistake they remove the image from some folder. There is a slow internet connection, it can happen. A lot of things can happen, so it's always advisable that if you have an image, then put an alt tag there. So I'm going to save this now, and now I'm going to show it to you, and you will realize how beneficial this is. Now you can see, in case image is not available, this is showing up, right? Don't worry about these two things, we'll discuss them later. So this is like what is showing up if image is not available, right? So it is actually very beneficial. So now I'll do is I'll go back here and put it at its place, so that control S, and now if I go here, and as you can see, images are back, right? So this is how you can deal with images. In the next video we will talk about a tag, which is used to put links on your web pages. Please subscribe to the channel so that we can stay connected. Thank you so much.